Okay, hello, welcome back to another episode of Hogwarts Legacy. Bit of a weird beginning. I've already played the first 45 minutes. I'm recording this after the 45 minutes of this episode. For some reason, my microphone didn't record. So I have the gameplay and the gameplay audio, which is what I'm going to put for this first 45 minutes. And then the rest of the video will be me with the microphone. But yeah, so sorry, the first 45 minutes will just be the gameplay and nothing else. If you're happy with that and just want to see how the episode progresses for that 45 minutes, then skip ahead now from my dialogue. Just scroll over till the gameplay starts. If you just want a kind of a summary of what happens up until the point where my mic starts working again, it is as follows. So, last warning before I say it. We went to the map chamber to speak to that woman who used to be a headmistress at the school. She notified us that the next trial is going to be in the headmaster's office. So that's going to be like you need to work out to get in there. And that's later on. Then we did a couple of the side quests. We did Natty, the one who we took the dragon egg back to with her. So we met with her in the Forbidden Forest because we were going to go and meet the centaurs to try and ask them for help to find the Snidgets. Centaurs basically surrounded us and were about to kill us, but then some sort of elder centaur came and stopped them and said, yeah, what you need is in this cave or something to be able to find them. So then that's been delayed because Natty needs to find where the cave is, so that was done. And then we had another side quest with Onai, the one whose mum is one of the teachers. We met her outside Hogsmeade. We're trying to take down this guy called Harlow, who I'll put a photo up here. I think he's just one of the lackeys underneath Ranrock, kind of a colleague of Rookwood. The mission for this was to find 3 people in Hogsmeade who apparently have been blackmailed by this Harlow. So to gather evidence. So we speak to each one, get the evidence, then when we go to meet with Onai, she's nowhere to be seen. We track her down, or we trace her footsteps to underneath the 3 Broomsticks pub, I think it was, or the Hogshead pub. There is an Ashwinder's base lair. So a couple of the people who we spoke to about the blackmail, they had some clues, like a letter or something that they wanted you to find as well. So we basically go to this base, and then the clues are in there, and Onai is in there somewhere. So I've basically just gone in, infiltrated it, destroyed everyone, and then I think I've just left it as when I read a love letter, which was one of the clues. So yeah, that is the summary. So if you're happy with that, and you don't want to see just gameplay with nothing else, skip to, I think it's about 40 odd minutes. You'll find it, so just scrub your way through. That is the summary of the gameplay, but if you want to, well, it's a bit late now. If I've told you everything, you probably won't want to watch it, but I gave you the spoiler warning before. But yeah, that's it basically. So sorry about that. Yeah, it's been a while since I had a technical issue. Probably Resident Evil was the last time. So yeah, thanks a lot and enjoy the rest of the episode.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest. I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure it'll all be fun.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continues to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't Moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
This place has seen better days.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my...
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Glad...
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever...
Very well.
We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Protego!
Let's look at what we have, shall we?
First they're teaching spirit.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! Accio! A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio.
They're incapable of defending themselves.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
It's not gonna work. Using that girl as bait, no one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Revelio.
Let's finish this. Yes, all right. I met with the Hogsmeade later. There are some trouble. They need to be reminded that we're still running things. Everyone in Upper Hogsmeade shudders when they see me coming. And rightfully so.
What?
Do you remember the first life you took? Can't say I do. All a bit of a blur.
Dracus Totalis. Revelio.
Girls be nothing but trouble. About
Dracus Totalis.
It's about time Rookwood took control.
Revelio.
Doesn't need Ranrock. Be on the lookout for the girl's friend. If they're daft enough to try to come through.
It's exhausting. Standing here all day, waiting to do Rookwood's work for him. He can fight his own battles.
Revelio.
We may be working with the goblins for now, but soon they'll be answering to us.
How did I get mixed up in this? They don't seem to care.
Revelio.
Hey. Oi.
extraordinarily dull. Does no one put up a good fight anymore? I used to be stationed near Irondale.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives.
Oh, I fancy it's time we found a new unsuspecting trader around these parts.
Bombard! Expulso!
That's just pitiful! Coward!
Bombarder! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Accio!
How did that feel?
Bombarder!
You made a great mistake.
Incendio! Accio! Glacius!
So cold.
Be warned.
Accio! Incendio! Bombarder! Glacius!
Expulso!
Incendio! Accio!
What are your thoughts on
Electricity.
expulso? You're very agile. Might want to look up.
Glacius! Accio! Bombarder! Incendio!
Expulso! Flash of inspiration. Expulso! Give me more of that.
Glacius!
Expulso!
Revelio!
Okay, I'm really sorry about that. This is a new day, but yeah, as I explained at the beginning, sorry, my mic just decided not to record. And as I say that, I'm going to fucking double check. Blah, blah, blah. It is recording. Okay, so, yeah, you've either watched my summary recap or you have watched the last 45 minutes, so I'm not going to go over it again. I will put a timer on. But, yeah. So here we are. So I wanted to do the optionals of finding things. So I think the doorway through there is going to be natty. So I want to find this book of poems. That is what I want to find first and finish looting. There we go. You are as dear to me as an augury, whose voice foretells the coming rain. You are as loved by me as a crop could be, whose loyalty is true and plain. You have cast a spell over my heart. I want it not undone. You've charmed me from the very start. You have always been the one right. Nick him
The
out.
book of poems that was taken from Agnes
Read that to
Filbert.
Kate because she hasn't played this far
I'll be
into the
thrilled
game.
to have this back.
You know what I'm saying. I'm joking, obviously. Okay, a shit scarf. I think I've probably looted most things, so let's go. Let's keep going. Oh, it's nice to be back. It's been
Natty must be
4 or 5 days. So yes, it's very nice. Who the fuck is Isco Rabe? So yeah, so I remember I'm here because this girl's got kidnapped. Who are you then?
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Oh, of course,
Worried
yes,
about
you're the
you.
husband.
Are you alright?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Right, so I'll just search the nearby area.
It must be blocked by something.
Revelio.
Hey, oh, there's a fucking chest here.
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there.
Nice one. Thinking you can get past me. Boom. Boom.
Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back.
There you go.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
True. Anticlimactic is the best thing to describe that. Absolutely anticlimactic. There you go, you're free.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful.
I've killed everyone.
Thank you, my young friends.
Everyone is dead.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Oh, are you telling me that more have generated? I should Expelliarmus people, but I guess they are gonna... They respawned. Or... or have I just killed everyone? I think I've just killed everyone. So they were expecting me... Where the fuck did I go? Oh, they were expecting me to have sneaked my way there. Or are you saying they're going to be outside? No. I've already demolished them.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow.
Once and for all. I agree. Sorry to cut you short. Here she is.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher.
That's what they call me.
Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you...
Will you, though?
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Nah. Nah.
With all due respect,
Fuck
officer,
you.
the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based
Hey,
on a
it's
few
fine. Don't worry.
accusations.
I'll learn the killing
I
curse.
must insist
I'll
that
deal
you
with
bring
them.
to us.
No
We shall
problem.
have no further discussion on this.
No problem. No discussion needed. I'm going to learn Avada
Now,
Kedavra. Good day.
You may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this.
Good day.
Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Good day, officer, I said. Okay. That's another side quest. Well done. Let's skip to the daytime.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe.
You're over there.
The Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Okay, so I'm going to carry on doing the side quests because I feel like I'm getting towards the end of the main
The
quests.
Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing.
It is.
Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage.
Oh.
Wish me luck.
So he's the one that's going out with the daughter of the person who owns the clothes store. And it was a secret affair. Well, not affair, but secret relationship. So, yeah, we're going to do Grief and Vengeance because I'm not doing those side quests. And I'm going to hold off on the main quest for now. But that is cool. That's going to be cool because that's Polyjuice. Pardon me, because remember, we need a way into the headmaster's office because that's where the third trial is. And that's, I need to speak to Professor Fig. And that's going to be about the Polyjuice potion if it's called the Polyjuice plot. But where is Natty? We will certainly go and speak to her. Cool. How's she in my common room? She's not in my common room, is she? She isn't in my common room. I have to leave now and go up the stairs. Because she is up there. Oh, we haven't been in the common room since it's been Christmas, have we? Look at that. Cute. Alright, Natty. Where are you?
Revelio.
Okay, pear portrait. If one tickles the pear in the still life painting, it will giggle before turning into a doorknob to allow entry to the fucking what? Hogwarts kitchens? Oh my god. Oh my god. See, this is in the books and it's in none of the films. Absolutely none of the films that house elves work in the kitchen. Unbelievable.
Hello, Hamura.
I mean, blink and you miss this door. It's just crazy, the amount of stuff they packed into this game for, like, super Harry Potter fans that want to look for it. It's just awesome.
Revelio.
Look how vast this is. Where was that bit of paper? Over here. So this is this where they eat? They've also almost got 4 tables. When Hogwarts house elves place prepared food on these tables, it's magically transferred to the tables. Oh my god. I never knew that. I never knew that about Harry Potter. That they've put 4 tables here that mirror the ones in the Great Hall, and as they put food down here, it appears up there. Oh, it's just so cool. So cool. Ever practical and creative, the Hogwarts house elves have created a cozy village-like home for themselves among these barrels in the kitchens. Of course, one cannot presume to know what they're really like inside, as house elves have extraordinary magic of their own. Oh my god, they live in these barrels, but they're probably going to be like Mary Poppins' bag.
Revelio.
I mean, I am lost for words. It's possibly one of the coolest finds I have done since I played this game. I think that's everything, though. What an honour it was to come in here. That was a fantastic little Easter egg there. Okay. Well, that's put me in a great mood. So where is Onai? Up here, around here. Fuck off, Peeves.
I have I've been meaning to speak.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
Oh.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not.
Brilliant.
Harlow
I knew
is
it.
as strong as ever.
I knew it was right.
Someone needs to stop him.
Criticize
Whether
him.
it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit.
No.
As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
Sorry about that.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
Yes, we are a dream team.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we
then
will
Ramrock.
succeed.
He's the main boss.
Thank you again for saving me.
You're welcome.
You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Revelio.
Fucking chest down there. Yoink. Have I seen this room properly? No, last time I came in here, I got fucking hoodwinked because they all disappeared. Do you remember? Do you remember that episode? That fucking made me laugh when I edited back. Okay, no, there are actually people here. That's nice to see.
Another detention! mother, and at your age. I thought you'd
Yes.
grown out of it, but I suppose that was wishful thinking.
I'm always here for the
It's your
howlers.
father's fault. Believe me, we are going to have a serious talk when you get home, and you will not enjoy it.
Gotta finish on the raspberry. So good. Oh, so good. Okay. Have I got any unidentifieds? One there. I've got a couple of things to sell as well, haven't I? So potentially a trip to the Room of Requirement and then Hogsmeade to sell. So let's do that. And then we're going to carry on with the main quest, I think. I haven't got any choice. It's the only thing I can do. Oh, I can come grab my potions as well, can't I? Identify them. Ooh. Hello. That is a gold hat. I'm already wearing a gold hat, but look at that gold hat. Change it immediately to my fancy hat. I will not change look for no one. Right, where are my potions? Excuse me. Yoink, 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 yoink. Cool. I think I'm alright for now, because I'm not using any of them. But in the next combat, let me hotbar one. So this covers my skin in rocky skin. That increases my spell damage, and that reduces my spell cooldowns. That creates a storm. I'll save them for endgame, maybe, because I've only got one of them each. Let's take these ingredients as well. Boop, boop, boop. Now we're going to Hogsmeade. Sell some shit. What's this here? Oh, purchase a broom upgrade. Go on then. Go on then.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I have never asked for your opinion.
Hello again.
that
Wonderful
impact?
to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price
Significantly
on the broom upgrade
increases
for you.
acceleration and speed.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
Cheers, pal. 56, 51, 73. I mean, I can literally sell everything here. Hopefully make my money back. Not quite. Can't wear that yet, but it's still a down arrow. There we go. Cheers.
You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Rhys is running a time trial at the South Coast course.
Oh, easy. No
Not
problem.
ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course.
Cool, cool, cool.
I look forward to our next meeting.
Hey. Right then, where's that when it's at home? Will that? Whoa. Whoa. Are you shitting me? What the fuck? See how far away it is? I've never even gone over there before. Should we give it a go? Should we do some exploring? It's a bit mad, that.
Revelio.
2,900 away. How does one even get there? Whoa. I mean, if I don't have to, I'm not gonna.
I have a brother who works at Gringotts. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day.
I can't get over it. I gotta go through here.
Nothing over here.
What the frick? Damn. I'm assuming this will be main quest. So I'm actually going to hold off on that. And we're going to do the main quest. Because that seems too much work to just be a side quest. And for none of that area to be included. So I think we will go over there at some point. So we'll leave it for now. We will come back to it. Okay, in here. I'll wait for him, he's gone somewhere. There he is. What's happening, Prof?
I hope I... Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I
he's
have
got
learned
a
that the
thingy in
goblins
here.
are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of
I don't
this.
remember that.
And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion.
That's fine.
You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
Doesn't take ages
So
to
how
brew,
do
does
you
it?
already have
Although, yeah, I
polyjuice
guess in the
potion to
books,
change
I mean,
into
they probably
Professor
do it
Black?
over a few days.
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall
We'll
explain
overlook the
more.
fact that he just has polyjuice potion of the headmaster then. I wanted to get the thing. Just gonna have to wait.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
In the
Convincing.
films, they didn't
I've
have their
taken the
voice.
liberty of
They still kept their
transfiguring
own
your
voice.
robes. As
don't
we
know about the books,
discussed,
so
you'll
that's a
need
bit
the
weird.
password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Can I fast forward time? No. And I cannot transport anywhere, so I'm going to have to come back. So we're going to have to remember that Demiguise is there. That's funny. I remember it's Simon Pegg. That's nice. Are we going to have all the students being like, hello, Professor?
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and well,
What sort of potion? For that rash?
I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
That's really funny.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather...
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
All right, tone it down a bit. Jesus.
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment.
What could the headmaster want?
Gareth. Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor. Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Get fucking told, lad.
Oh, there's one for my diary.
Oh, I can't even Revelio. Okay.
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
Do better.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Ominous.
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think
What are you
you're
about to
going?
cast then? You just
I
fucking wander.
beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
Love it.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to
I bet
St.
Simon Pegg
Mungo's.
loved recording these lines. I guess it's because he's blind that he's got his wand out, right?
I haven't...
Something is...
Shut up. Why? Oh, okay.
Professor, a word?
Why? Why is this a thing?
I should like to speak with you, Professor.
Sure.
Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they are fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What? nonsense. That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
So we don't like the headmaster, do we, as our character? So yeah, we'd be like, yeah, report.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
Okay. Where am I going? I feel like it took me here and then stopped. Know what I mean? Like, where's the main hall? Is it over here? Okay.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible.
That's me.
I mean, I've seen them about. I mean, yes, sir.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
Nonsense. Okay.
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I
Shit.
Professor,
Everyone and their mum
I
is on my
need to
route.
speak to you.
Everyone and
Hello,
my mum.
Professor Black.
Ah,
So that's
Professor
who I'm
Weasley.
on.
How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf.
Saving the fucking
I've
world.
heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley.
Weasley.
Good day.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, these two. One of them, like, punched the other one.
Leeway for Professor Fig?
I'm not going to now.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Okay. Oh, you just moved. Oh, they stood to attention. That's ease. Where's my bastard house elf? Here he is.
As hard a worker as any house elf.
Is that them?
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right.
It's Latin, isn't it?
Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Okay.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is
Toujours pure.
most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir.
Not dodgy at all.
Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Ahem. The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Oh, I wanted to read the thing. Because whatever I said, they cheered it. Bastards.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle. Revelio.
Can I knock him? Can.
Aloha Mora.
Well, actually, I want to go back to Fig's office to get that thingy. Awful. Can I fast travel again now? Yes. Where's a Fig? There we go. And then wait till nighttime.
Mine now, demi guys.
Mine now, demi guys. Right. I think I've got like 8, which is awkward. Bollocks, I need 9. One more. Okay, so I can go back to daytime. Now we're going to the headmaster's office, which is pretty sick. That'll do. Trophy room.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio.
Usual suit of armor was crafted for a troll that has survived at all is astonishing, since trolls do not wear armor and would understandably be prone to smashing it in confusion or anger. Who's talking over here? Okay. We'll keep moving. Damn, this is cool.
Revelio.
Oh, it's above. Level 3? Jeez Louise. Level 2? Can't get none of that. Huh?
Revelio.
The fuck is this? Never seen that before.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
So, the staircase that leads to the headmaster's office is guarded by an enchanted gargoyle that will only let those who know the password enter, though anyone choosing to visit the current occupant of the office is difficult to fathom. True. You're not wrong.
Toujours pure.
Toujours pure.
Revelio. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Not all headmasters and headmistresses enjoy reliving the day-to-day challenges of running a school in witchcraft and wizardry. Some prefer to enjoy a well-earned nap. And here we are. Locked.
Revelio.
Here, yes. That's sorting hat. Cool, cool, cool. What's in here? Assuming that'll be revealed when I go here.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
Deathly Hallows, maybe?
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
Cure for boils, one file. Receipt: hair tonic, mustache wax. I can't make fun of him for that. I'd put stuff in my beard. Comb, pale-handed, back scratcher, gold handle, docks aside, and paid in very small part remainder to be billed to the ministry. That's the fucking way.
That must be the pedestal.
I mean, that is the pedestal, but then what's this? Why is this blue? And what keeps jingle jangling? I demand you to tell me how I get through there. I don't care. Okay. I'm in the book. What? Oh, fuck. What? Oh my god.
Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me.
What the fuck is this art style? It's fucking
the first
sick.
you will need is a cloak.
It is the Deathly Hallows. Right, make your way through town without being seen. I'm saving it there, but wow. This looks fucking awesome. There we are. Next episode, we will be doing Nim's Trial. Thank God it's not like the other two. I'm so glad they've changed it. Let me know what you think of this episode in the comments. Like I said, sorry about the first half not having a microphone. That is hopefully rectified now, and I will see you in the next episode. Thanks a lot for watching, and yeah, look forward to this one.